Hey guys, it's Average Gatsby, and welcome to Engineering the Asylum. Yes, that's right, the Engineer has won, and it will be the class I am doing the guide for next. But don't worry, Assault Sentinel fans, I will be showing you some cool stuff later on with him, but maybe not a full guide right away. I'm going to be showing off Mordin's mission here, and it's not going to be straight killing the whole time, because I want to take it as an opportunity to just sort of talk about the very basics of this class. Right away I'm just reorganizing my skills a little bit. If you saw my build back there, I am level 7 at this point. That's because I've imported Shepherd, and it's actually not my personal import. I went on the Mass Effect 2 saves and got one, and that's just so I could speed things up in the beginning a little bit. If you're on Xbox 360, you're kind of out of luck if you want to start higher up, unless you want to keep importing the same character. But one thing I'll point out with that build is that level 5 is really the key level, the first key level for the Engineer, because it's the first time that you can put a point in all of your skills. All of your main skills, not your passive. And then you'll see that after that I was maxing out my passive. So, alright, I'm going to take out these guys, and right away, I'm deciding on my target. So the farther one, I give him the combat drone, which I know will damage shields, and then use Miranda's overload on the closer one. And he's occupied, so I just focus on this one guy, give him the cryo, and just melee him to death, and my allies and my drone sort of took care of the other guy. Pretty easy fight, but you kind of get a feel for how I'm going to be playing this class. I'm definitely going to try not to just sit back and let things happen, because I feel like with the Engineer you have such a variety of skills that you need to play a little bit more aggressively if you want to be really effective and get your kill speeds up. Now I'm talking to this jackass Batarian guy, and he's basically blaming me for all his problems in the world, and yes, he does need help, but I'm the good shepherd this time, so I'll be helping him out with his cure, blah blah blah. But one thing else with my build, I'm going to be maxing out my passive ability as soon as possible. I haven't decided whether I'm going Machinist or whatever the other one is. I'm going to have to look at the numbers and play around with it a little bit first, but I want to do the passive because I just want that cooldown for everything. As an Engineer, you've got 4 abilities that they're not all equal, but you're going to be using all 4 of them a lot throughout the whole game. And so I want to make sure that they all get a bonus right away instead of just maxing out, 1 or 2. As an Engineer, you can't really get away with just focusing on one ability, because each one is sort of limited to a single task. So anyway, I'm going to go in here, and I just think that this part's really ironic, because I'm about to break into someone's house and, steal from them, from their wall safe, and then later on I'm going to be talking to some guys about not looting some dead Batarian, even though I just did it to the, dead Turian, even though I'm going to do it to this Batarian, but, yeah, Batarians suck anyway, so, who cares. Also, my squad, you're going to notice I've got a squad incendiary ammo. Jacob's really useful in these early stages, giving that a little damage boost. And so right here, picking my targets, I'm going to use my drone on the Legionnaire, because he's got the most shields. I can't one-shot his shields. And I'm going to be using Miranda's overload on the just the normal trooper. And as you can see, the drone goes down pretty quickly, but I have the opportunity to use a pull on that guy and then take out someone else's shields. So what I'm trying to do with this right here is I'm trying to get these guys in a position where I can sort of maximize the damage from that explosion right there. And how I'm using cryo is it's sort of half a crowd control and half of a damage booster. It's not right now, it's not as good as it's going to be. It's going to be a heck of a lot better later on. But for right now, I'm going to be using it somewhat situationally. Right there, it was a good opportunity just because I was able to keep those guys out in the open, and then as soon as I popped around the corner, I was able to get both and prevented two people from being able to enter into cover. So right here, I'm just deciding what path I want to take, and I decided to take the high road. And, just so I have, like, field of fire over these guys, and I'm able to lay down my drone. The drone is pretty amazing in that it just goes anywhere you want it to, almost. If it's possible for Shepard to walk there, your drone can walk there. And, if it's behind a wall, it doesn't even matter if you can see the person or not, the drone's going to appear, and, it works really good at what it's designed to do, which is, force people out of cover and distract them. Right here, I see, because I use that drone on the Blood Pack Pyros, I tend to notice that they like to come out and just sort of stand around. As you can see, they're not even moving at all, and it gives me a perfect opportunity to, blow up some of these Vorcha behind them. And I'm going to do the same thing to this guy, and I got a couple kills from that, and there's still some. I'm using incineration right there because I was hoping to get a double, and the main thing is I'm trying to take out these guys' armor as quickly as possible, and then use incineration or use cryo on them. I don't want Jacob to get taken out because I really need his eviscerator to help me with the killing power right here early on. And I mean, look how much damage that does to the Krogan. But as soon as the Krogan is reduced just to health, then comes the cryo, and it's, like I said, partially CC, but as you saw, only a couple bursts of my, well, it's more than a couple, but just some bursts of my SMG fire on the fully frozen Krogan, and he's dead. I mean, it just increases your gun killing speed so quickly, and it becomes really useful later on when I'm able to do that to multiple enemies. And incineration right there, most of the time early on, incineration, because of its effect on health and causes people to freak out a little bit, is a better choice for light enemies. But for heavy enemies like the Krogan, cryo is almost always a better choice. I use the incineration, but as you see, even though he's on fire, the Krogan is not really affected the same way as a light enemy. But freeze him again, and then when he's fully frozen, I just start unleashing on him and me and my allies. So, and right there, I was able to get 2 Vorcha, I think, in the incineration, and that's all for this first section right here. I guess some other basic strategies would be, don't be afraid that you're necessarily overusing your drone. But also the drone isn't necessarily the best when it's on the most dangerous enemy. I find that using the drone on a weaker enemy is a lot of times just as good, because if it knocks them out of cover and can give you a quick kill and whatnot. And, so here I am in Mordin's clinic, and I'm gonna, rob him blind and then go talk to him. But I'm not gonna take any of the medkits just in case I need those later, because I don't. It's a lot more valuable to get a medkit when it refuels your metagel than than just taking the 100 right away. So anyway, I'm Average Gatsby. This first issue of Engineering the Asylum. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave any feedback you like, and I'll see you next time.